YouTube, what is going on? It is that NBA guy Josh. Today's July 11th, 2016, and today I'm going to be going over, do I think that the Golden State Warriors have assembled the greatest team in NBA history, or if they're just another flash in the pan and they're a good team but not the absolute best team. So let's get into it. I've been thinking about this for a couple days now because obviously Kevin Durant signed with the Golden State Warriors, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, maybe last week. And I didn't make a video about it. Just didn't have time, been really busy with a couple things. But nonetheless, I'm going to give my take on, are they the best team ever? And on paper, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say this is the greatest team ever assembled. Now, I understand that last season, the Golden State Warriors went 73-9, which is an NBA record. They beat the 95-96 Chicago Bulls for the best record of all time. That team went 72-10. Last year's 2015/16 Golden State Warriors went 73-9. Now, do I think that was the best team ever? No. And the only reason I think they're a great team. Don't let me take anything away from them. But today's NBA is a lot softer, and there's not as much disparity, or there is a lot of disparity in today's league. It's watered down. You got 5 or 6 teams that are true contenders, and the rest of the team is just wishy-washy. The bottom half of the league is just complete garbage. So back then, it was a more physical league. I'm talking 95-96, so 20 years ago. Way more physical, much better talent spread out throughout the league, right? There wasn't these super teams. So, what they were able to accomplish last year, they have the best record, and I'll give them that. But I think that if you put the 95-96 Bulls versus the 2015/16 Warriors in their primes at the time that they did it and put them together in a 7-game series, I'm going with MJ all day. I'm going with Michael Jordan all day. I just don't see how you can touch him. And if I'm saying 95-96, it could have been the 96-97 team. It was one of those two teams. So don't fault me for not getting the exact year right, but it was definitely one of those teams. Probably was 96-97. But regardless, Michael Jordan's, Scottie Pippen's, Steve Kerr's Chicago Bull team back in the day. So now you add Kevin Durant to the mix. Does this make them the best team ever? And I'm going to say partially yes and partially no. Because on paper, yes, they are. They have excellent talent. You have Kevin Durant, one of the best players to ever play in the game. Steph Curry, reigning 2-time MVP. I would say give him the nod already for being the best shooter ever. You can put him right up there with Reggie and Ray Allen and a lot of other guys. The way he does it makes it effortless. So we'll give him best shooter ever. Klay Thompson, probably the most underrated player ever, because the guy is a lights out shooter. We'd be talking about him as one of the best shooters ever if he wasn't on the same team as Steph Curry. And the guy literally can just put up points in a flash, like really good. 37 points in a quarter 1 or 2 years ago. You can't overlook that, and people don't give him the credit. He's just the second or third best player on the team. Credit-wise, because you got Steph and you got Draymond, and so Klay Thompson, maybe not the best, most underrated player ever, but he's definitely up there. You got Draymond Green, defensive specialists, one of the best trash talkers in the NBA today. Granted, there aren't a lot of trash talkers, and the referees don't let you get away with a lot, but Draymond Green, you can put him right up there in the category of Gary Payton or maybe Michael Jordan. Great trash talker. Reggie Miller will throw in that conversation as well. But on the flip side, so you got all that talent, right? You got 4 tremendous players. All 4 of those guys are going to the All-Star game this year. There is no doubt about that, right? So you got those 4 players. But last year's team had a bench, right? They had a team, all right? So from last year to this upcoming 2016/2017 season, who are they missing? Harrison Barnes went to Dallas, signed a massive contract, 4 years, $96 million, I believe. Andrew Bogut's gone. Iguodala's still going to be there. Barbosa's still going to be there. But now you're bringing in a bunch of over-the-hill guys that are just willing to play for veteran minimum contracts. Ray Allen. They're talking about Kendrick Perkins. They're talking about Steven Jackson, Captain Jack, coming back to play for the team. I mean, he's been out of the NBA 2 or 3 seasons now. He wants to come back just to get a ring. I mean, this is what the Miami Heat did. They got a couple really, really good players and just filled up the roster with over-the-hill, not even superstars, just over-the-hill aging veterans. 2 of these guys are going to be coming back from retirement. And you also might have Jermaine O'Neal that's coming back from retirement. Guys that are literally just dying for a championship and are willing to play for the veteran minimum, which obviously has gone up this year, but still, they're willing to play for the veteran minimum. Guys that used to make $100 million over 5-year contracts, $20 million a year back in their prime, and now they're willing to let it go for $1.2 million. Still a lot of money. I'd love to make that much, but in the NBA terms, that's peanuts. So you got a lot of guys filling up the roster. The team is going to be stacked. Are they the best team ever assembled? On paper, with those 4 guys, yeah. If you were to play them in NBA 2K, you'd probably be laughed at and called a cheater and this and that because they're stacked. But team-wise, chemistry-wise, I don't know if losing 2 humongous pieces, Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut, are humongous pieces. Maybe you guys don't see it on the court, but locker room chemistry is essential for an NBA franchise and for a title contender. And to lose those 2 guys, not good. Not good at all. So, other best teams ever assembled, I would say Larry Bird's Boston Celtics, Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. Though, I mean, people don't realize Dennis Rodman's a Hall of Famer. Okay, so you always want to say Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and then who else? Dennis Rodman made the Hall of Fame. Steve Kerr has a high basketball IQ. The guy took the same team to the finals 2 years in a row. You had a lot of other good players. Ron Harper, guy was an all-star many years. Bill Wennington, high IQ guy, great locker room guy. So a lot of these teams had strong supporting casts, and we'll see how it goes in Golden State because outside of those 4 guys, you have Iguodala, who's a tremendous team player. But outside of that, you're going to bring in pieces that weren't there last year. So now the locker room chemistry goes away, and it's kind of looking like the Miami Heat, the same Miami Heat that had arguably the best roster ever assembled and went 2-2 out of a possible 4 years in the NBA Finals, and were 1 shot away from going 1-3. So it's not a guarantee. People think it's a guarantee. Obviously, Las Vegas, the odds are pointing towards it's a guarantee, but it is not a guarantee. So let me know what you guys think. Golden State Warriors, are they the best super team ever created? Are they just another flash in the pan? Do you guys think they're definitely a lock to win the championship, or maybe down the road, they get knocked off by Cleveland again? Drop it in the comments. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, That NBA Guy Josh. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.